So the first question, and I want you to copy this down. The first question that we have, 1/2 minus 1/3. So the first question. So the first question that I have is, can I do anything with the fractions yet? No. Why not, Sarah? I need to make the bottom numbers, the denominators, I need to make those equal, or I need to make them common, or I need to make them the same. Because if I do my visual, 1/2 1/3. I can't really subtract that. Not really. So what I need to do is I need to make them the same. I need to make them common. So the way that we do that using the model, I'm going to take this one and separate that into thirds. This one, and separate it into half. So now do I have the common denominator? Yeah. And I'm hot. You know there's a problem. Okay. So now I can make my equivalent fraction. 1/2. What does 1/2 become? What is my common denominator? 6. 1, 2, 3. What does 1/3 become? 2 6. 1, 2 out of 6. So now I have 3 6 minus 2 6. So if I have 3 6, and I hate using this word, take away. If I take away or subtract 2 6, right, my 3 6, and I'm taking out 2 6, how much do I have left?
1 6.
1 6. So that's the one way. That's the one way you can do it. Now, for my people who really like to do the procedural, the one where they're doing the T-chart, okay? Because some of you, I know you don't like to do it this way, and that's fine. Some people don't even like to do the T-chart, and that's fine. We talked about that yesterday. So, with the 2 and the 3, do you even have to write this out? No, some of us talked about this yesterday. 2, 3, 4, 6. Oh my gosh. 6. There's my common denominator. Here it is. Now, Aaron came up with a good thing, and a couple of you had already done this. He was like, I came up with something else. Is it okay if I do this? If it works, am I okay with it? Absolutely. He just said, I'm just writing the answers. Would I be okay with that? Yes. If you know your, what they would call your multiples, or your, these common multiples. If you know what your answers would be when you multiply, do you have to write out your entire thing? No, you totally don't. You still get it. You still know what it is. You can still do it. So now, I'm writing my 2 to get to 6 is 3. So 2 times 3, 1 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 1 times 3, 3. 3 to get to 6. 2. What you do to the bottom, do to the top. 1 times 2, 2. I leave my denominators alone. I do not subtract those. 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2. 1. Do you get the same answer? Yes. Yes, sir.
started something that I did. Really like, because you don't feel like a teacher. You just ask me multiple
Right. Okay. So I don't know if you could hear Daniel, but he said what we do is like with the 2 and the, that was 1 and 1, right? Yeah. He said what we do is we just take the 2 denominators and we multiply. That's fine. But you remember the other day I said that's fine, but when you get into your bigger fractions, you're going to end, what did I say, it was like 288 or 228, where you would have the really big, and really your denominator would be 24. So it's not wrong to just multiply, because sometimes that's what you do, but when your goal is to find the least common denominator, sometimes doing the T-chart, even for 3 and 6, if I multiply those together, I find it's 18. But when you do your T-chart, you'll find that your least common denominator is really 6. Is 12 wrong? No, it's not wrong. 18's not wrong. 12's not wrong. But with 18 and 12, you're going to, surefire, you're going to have to simplify. With 6, you might not. And I don't care, but simplifying is just more work. And I know how much you love more work. So if you do the least common denominator, you might not have to do that extra work. It's really up to you. If you just want to multiply them, multiply. It's up to you. Me, I like as little work as possible. It's up to you. Okay. This is fun. You're funny. Okay, so let's try 1/3 minus 1/4. I want you can either do box method or T-chart. Don't do the T-chart. Do whichever method works for you to find the difference between 1/3 and 1/4. Okay, so yeah. Any questions so far? Are we good? Knock it off. Put it up. Oh, yes, sir.
I don't get when you say what you do to the top.
Okay. All right, so let's do 1/2 minus 1/5. Sure, take a look.
Sorry.